Yesterday was a hectic day, but I got the rest in, man. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown, and then we'll talk about the plan, life's plan. We're gonna call it this morning. But here's a quick rundown. So yesterday I got up at about 6 in the morning. I got a little bit of a movement thing in. I got my breakfast going. Then I had a client from 7 to 9, like straight through brand new one-on-one client onboarding. So we went from 7 to 9 onboard. My man Evan Carmichael, what's up, dog? Hey, I got a cool announcement coming later on at about 10 o'clock. I can't tell you guys about it yet, but it's a phenomenal announcement that I'm super excited about. Evan, if you deduce some things, you might figure out what that announcement is. But anyway, so I was on 7 to 9 with a one-on-one client. 9 to 10, I did all my emails. I caught up on some things, did some videos. From 10 to 11, I was on Brendan Burchard's Growth Day. Shout out to the Growth Day crew, doing the cool thing in particular, talking about advanced wellness principles. And then from 11 to 12 o'clock, I was on coaching my incubator group, my coaching program, and we were rocking and rolling. This is, again, now we're from 7 all the way straight through, by the way. We are rocking and rolling. We're now at 12 o'clock, 5 hours already banging it on. Then 12 to 12:30, I was on going with a guy named J.R. Reed, talking about some cool things. And then, I'm doing some things, Evan Carmichael. And then from 12:30 to about 1, we were rocking and driving out to see my kids. They had their last day at a place called Scandia, where we had the family fun center, right? I was on a call with my man Eli, having a conversation there. Got there, my wife and I played miniature golf. I beat her by 2 strokes. She almost came back at 1. I'm not going to lie, but I took out the W. We got done at 2 o'clock. We shot home. When I got back home at about 2:30, I had to catch a workout. It was a crazy workout. It was not fun. It was actually more than 2. I was like 2:45. I think we finally got back. Let's say 3. I think it was like around 3. Traffic, it's about 3 o'clock. I remember now I think about it. So I got back around 3. I had a workout that took me 75 minutes. It was a long one, and my trainer threw some craziness at me, man. It was a beastie one. But I got done at about 4:15, 4:30. Then at 4:30, I took a shower, ate a little bit of something because a little bit hungry, and then I spent the next hour and a half preparing. I had to set the whole studio up and get everything done, doing checks. Tech check took me to exactly 5:46 p.m. with everything getting set up for a live I did last night called the Free Shift into the Zone training. We did that. It was a blast. Those of you guys that come and hung out with me, we had a good time. And then now we're at this is about 5:45. Then I had a 6 o'clock training. 6, we went till 8 o'clock. 6 to 8. I started my day at 6 o'clock. I'm already into 12 hours. No, I'm already at 12. Then I go to the 14-hour mark. So I'm rocking and rolling until 8 p.m. Then I get off. I eat dinner with the family like a little bit. And then at 9 o'clock, I was on with I was on Fox. I was on a TV show called Mental Samurai, where I missed a question that I wish I would have got. If you watch the show, you'll be like, how did he get that wrong? Believe me, in the moment, my brain was thinking something completely different. I made some excuse of because the pickles can go in the fridge. It made no sense whatsoever. And here's what I want to tell you. After this, I had a guy, he asked me a question. He goes, hey, how do you do cool stuff? He actually, his text was, you're the coolest guy I know. And I was like, that feels good, man. I appreciate that. He's like, how in the world do you do all this stuff? And here's the secret to how this all takes place. Because I have a weird life, man. I've been on probably three television shows now. I get to do a whole bunch of weird hosting and things. I do these. I talk in front of thousands of people. I coach individuals. I get to go work with Amazons and P Nobles and the PayPals of the world. But here is the simple thing. I'm telling you, this is a secret sauce. You want to know what it is. I have this weird way of leaning into the things that scare me. I take action because here's the truth. I wholeheartedly believe that life has an amazing plan for you. And you've heard me say it before, but this morning I want to have this be the focal point of this conversation. I think life has got an amazing plan for you. I think there's some cool things that are waiting out there for you to take advantage of, to be part of your life, people to be part of your life, opportunities, careers, businesses. I think there's something that's a plan waiting for you to take advantage of it, but somewhere along the process, you've been messing it up. Yeah, you have. And how do you mess it up? Well, you haven't taken action on the thing that needed to be taken on years ago, months ago, weeks ago. So when the opportunity came, you were ready for it because you procrastinated or you delayed on something, or it came to pass and you were like, oh, I don't know. And instead of leaning heavy into it and just digging, you apprehensively pulled back a little bit. You didn't go that full extra tilt, and all of a sudden it passed you by and you were okay. You said, it's okay. Maybe next opportunity. Well, that opportunity was setting up the next opportunity and you missed out on it, right? So the way I look at it is the only difference between me and a lot of people who don't have these weird things as part of their life is when life presents me with an opportunity, I jump into the darkness and the abyss. Because here's what I do know. It's like walking into a dark cave and you know there's a monster inside. It's because I don't know. It's an unknown. It's scary. But here's what we also got a picture. Inside that same dark cave with a monster is all the treasure, all the amazing treasure, all the gold and jewelry and bullions, they call it, and diamonds. They're sitting inside of that cave waiting for you to go get it. And the problem is you're so afraid of the monster inside, you don't jump into that cave to get all the different cool stuff, right? But here's what I've come to find. Every time I've seen this weird cave and been like, but I know there's jewelry in there. Every time I go, yeah, there's a monster. But when I get into it, I find out it's a toothless monster, a toothless, clawless monster. The monster makes noise. It's kind of big, but it ain't going to do anything to you. It's not going to kill you. In fact, it might take a punch or two, but it's going down. And so what I'm trying to get you to grab is like, if you can step into this life at a level that is unnecessarily illogical to you, which means you do things that don't make sense. I flew to Portugal to be on a TV show where they put me in this weird orb and flung me around the room like this metal device. It's not a normal thing to do. I went on American Ninja Warrior and I hung on stuff and swung my body pole to pole on national television. I hit a buzzer by climbing a 14-foot wall. It is not normal. I went out into the woods in a very, very north area in an Indian reservation in Seattle. And I did this thing called remote survival and swam across a lake half naked, literally just in my underwear, and like traversed the weird parts of the ocean and slept in the middle of the night in a rock. This is not normal stuff. Here's what it does. It creates a bunch of weird, cool experiences of life. And all I did was say, yes. That's it. Yeah, you want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Remember that movie back in the day with Jim Carrey, Yes Man? It's a great example of it. We have all these no's, and sometimes it's not a verbal no. Sometimes you don't say, nah, I'm good. Sometimes you just don't press. You just don't say yes. You remove, you apprehensively pull back, you tuck away, you skirt the situation, you don't go to the dinner, you don't go to the networking event, you don't say hi to the guy, you don't say hi to the girl, you don't take the leap, you don't ask for someone to pay for the service, you don't go and sell your thing you created. You don't do that. It's just like saying no to life. As opposed to saying, yes, life, I'm going to do it. But life says, if you want to do, you got to do this, 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 and this. It's going to be hard. Yeah, life. Okay, I'm going to do it. And you keep doing it for life. And life keeps doing for you. That's the key. That's the secret. That's how it works. It's a matter of, can I dive in to every part of life and say yes when life needs me to say yes? And you'll feel it. You'll know what it feels like in the moment because it'll scare the crap out of you. It'll be a weird thing. But I'm telling you, when I got in that little orb, I was on the show last night. When I got in that orb, man, it was a scary little thing. I'm like, it's going to zip me around. I got to answer questions. Like, I don't know, man. But this is what I needed to do to have a cool thing. And I had no idea it would hit. They didn't even tell me it was airing until the night before. It aired yesterday. I didn't get an email until the day before. We filmed last August. We're talking about almost a year later. I didn't know what was going on. I thought the show was like not even going to go live. And next thing I know, like, hey, you're going to be on national television tomorrow. Like, oh, okay. That's how it works. But at the same time, I've got multiple trainings. I got clients. I got my kids graduating. I got mini golf. But the life just keeps going. And what do I say? I say, yes, life. Hey, I worked for this. Build for it. Here's the thing. When you arrive at that opportunity, you aren't arriving as the same person who set out on that journey. You never are. Because that person who got that opportunity, you built something and did some work to get to that moment and deserve it. You didn't get there as the same person. And if you go into this new moment with an old mentality, you don't capitalize on a new opportunity. Repeat this. If you go into a new moment with an old mentality, you don't capitalize on a new opportunity. So if you've got to get this life to be better, like you keep telling yourself, go into the new moment with a new mentality. The new mentality says, you know what? I'm not the person that set out in this journey, man. I've been walking this path a little while. I understand how to navigate these little creeks, these rivers, and these trees. I know how to read the sun a little bit different. I've been learning some things in this pathway. So now that I'm at this opportunity, I can take advantage of it. I'm going to capitalize on the opportunity. And that's how you've got to live your life. You want to do some cool things. And here's a buddy of mine, Todd Durkin. I heard this years ago, and I don't know where he got it from. Maybe it was him. I don't know. And here's what the statement was. You want to live a life worth telling a story about. That's it. My man, Devin James, bro. I see you. Look at my man, Devin. I love you, dog. You want to live a life worth telling a story about. My favorite movie is Avatar. And what I love about that, it's like at some point we're going to be the back end of our life. We're going to be sitting there in a rocking chair, talking to our grandkids, telling stories about life and all the cool things we did. And I want my grandkids to sit around and go, how does grandpa have so many damn stories? What did this dude live 17 lives? Right. And I'm not saying that I didn't say $1 billion. I didn't say I have a yacht. I didn't say any of that. I said I got stories. Because stories are the fun part of life, the experiences that are had, the moments that are made, the opportunities I took advantage of. That's what I want to have. I want my kids to want to be like, I want to go to Grandpa Trucks' house, man. That dude's got a story every day, man. I want to go hang out with him. What's he got to tell me today? I want that. I want to be able to share it with my family, my kids, for two reasons. One, because I want to feel worthwhile in my old age. I want to feel like they want to come hang with me. You know what I'm saying? But two, I want my family to know what's possible for life. I want my lineage to realize, like, dang, if Grandpa was doing that, like, well, I could do stuff too. I believe that them seeing and understanding what's possible creates so much more. And yes, it's a legacy, Nadia Bosch. It's what it is. And it happens from what you're doing now. Your legacy is left right now. It's not left 5 years from now. It's being lived and left now. These moments, this time, today, on Wednesday, you're living a legacy. I did the thing I did a while ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it says, every day you're living a life. I'm gonna mess it up, but it was something like, every day you're living to leave a legacy. So how are you living today? That's what I said. I made it up, and on the moment, it was a pretty good one. Every day you're living to leave a legacy. So how are you living the day? And it's true. You got to find ways every day to live in a way that leaves a legacy, because truthfully, it helps your life be amazing and fun and enjoyable, but also those who get to see you and go, yeah, you're doing it right. I want to be like you. I want to follow you. I want to hang out with you. Because don't we want to have that? Let's be honest. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if it's in a positive way. So my message for you today is life has an amazing plan for you. It's better than the plan you have for yourself. I promise you, life's plan is vastly better. My plan would have been me playing football till I couldn't play football anymore. My plan would have been me owning a gym. But this right here was life's plan for me. This happened. I followed life. I said yes, and it put me in a position I am to do weird stuff that's super fun and really cool because I just followed life's plan. I'm telling you, life has a similar plan for you. It'll show up. You just have to say yes to it. And that's what I want you to take from today. That's it. I got nothing more for you. I hope you don't want anything else, because that's all I want to give you. I want that to settle on your tongue. I want you to taste it like maybe you're sipping on wine and tasting wine. Let that one settle in. Let it intoxicate you, the concept of living to leave a legacy, because life's plan is amazing. That's it. That's all I got. If you want to know more about what I do and how to possibly work with me, go to trucksteam.com. You can hop on with the team and they'll share with you what I do. That's the other thing I'm going to tell you today, trucksteam.com. Outside of that, man, have a phenomenal Wednesday. God bless you all. Love you. And I'll see you on Friday. All right. See ya.